I want to take a little detour into possessives, even though it's not something really tested directly on the SAT, because it does have something to say for our discussion of pronouns. So before we go any further with pronouns, let's talk a little bit about possession. So possession in English just shows what subject owns or has or possesses some other object, right? It's a way of showing the relationships between nouns. So to indicate possession, again, this is not tested directly, but just to refresh your memory, we either add apostrophe s if we're doing it to a singular noun, right? So the boy's car would be B-O-Y apostrophe s. Whereas we add an s apostrophe if it's a plural noun that's possessing something. So again, if it was the boy's car, where there was more than one boy, it would be B-O-Y-S apostrophe. Again, not tested directly, but just to refresh your memory. So again, possession is not directly tested on the SAT. So for example, you don't have to worry about its versus its like you might have on the SAT. However, it is important to know, again, with the pronouns topic, the possessive pronouns. So possessive pronouns show the relationships between nouns, again, but they just show who or what owns something or possesses something without referring back to that particular thing doing the owning. So for example, the possessive pronouns, let's actually write them down. Again, you know these, but you just may not know that you know them. So the singular and plural, first, second, and third. So first person singular would be mine, as in those glasses are mine. So again, this mine is referring to the speaker, and we're saying that the glasses are the person who's speaking, right? They belong to that person. And we use mine, so we don't have to say those glasses are my glasses, right? That's the other option here, but that's kind of silly. It's a little bit strange. Or we could say those are my glasses would be another way to do it. Again, nothing, we don't really have a preference here necessarily. It's just all about, how you're writing the sentence, what you want to emphasize. Okay, so second person singular would be yours. And then we would have his, hers, or its. For the plural, we'd have ours. Yours again for second person. And then again, in this case, theirs. Right? So that car is ours. That baseball bat is yours. That bonus is theirs, and on and on and on. So while this may not be tested too directly, what is tested a little more directly is possessive adjectives, and they're related to this. They're related to possessive pronouns, except these are put before the noun to indicate whose owns what. So again, we could write this sentence to say, those are my glasses. Right? So very similar sentence to this. Here, we're just using the possessive adjective to show that those are my glasses. So again, you know these, but just to refresh your memory, singular, plural, first, second, third. So first person singular would be my, and then we'd have your, his, her, their, our, your, their. And sorry, this should have been, I don't know why I did there, its, going ahead of the game here. And these will be tested directly, again, because possessive adjectives must have a clear antecedent. So, for instance, in this sentence, the boys ate their dinner. So we know in this sentence that their refers back to the boys. So instead of saying the boys ate the boys' dinner, S apostrophe, we could say the boys ate their dinner. So again, all the rules with pronouns that we're going to talk about, pronoun agreement and so on, are necessary, are relevant for the possessive adjectives as described above. Okay, let's move on to case.